It's October 17th, 2020, and in the midst of a global pandemic, a music video goes live on YouTube. Presented in a lo-fi, found-footage style, it depicts two friends venturing across fields and forests, accompanied by gentle ambient synth chords, trance plucks, and slow garage breaks reminiscent of the work of Burial. Whilst many across the globe were struggling with the isolation and lockdown, it also gave many an appreciation for Mother Nature, which had been slowly healing over the months in the absence of human presence. While it may not have been the intention of the producers to convey these themes, they would be presented regardless in Maltodextrin, the debut single and music video of producer duo ESP. ESP, the abbreviation of Extrasensory Perception, which is the ability to receive information beyond normal human senses, is a producer duo from the state of Massachusetts in the USA, consisting of members Zephyr Maliki, aka Zephyr, and Donovan Lally, aka Ultra Pure Whip. The two had been childhood friends and had been collaborating on electronic music in 2012. Later on in 2019, they'd begin frequently traveling between their home state and New York to expand into DJing, radio broadcasting, and event hosting under their brand Indigo RadioNY. Hosting a variety of club nights in New York City, as well as broadcasting various mixes of electronic and dance music genres made by friends and collaborators on their SoundCloud page.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Thursday night, and it was another day of fast-moving developments in this coronavirus emergency. Now here in New York City, a state of emergency declared as well.
COVID lockdown would presumably halt the live show operations of Indigo Radio, as the state of New York had introduced some of the strictest lockdown rules in comparison to other states across the US, leading to Indigo RadioNY pumping out a string of mixes online and using their platform for charity, releasing a series of t-shirts in reaction to the George Floyd protests across America, in which all proceeds from the shirt sales would go to the Minnesota Freedom Fund, a non-profit organization based in George Floyd's home state of Minnesota, which pays for the bail of those awaiting trial who are unable to afford it. Indigo RadioNY would raise a total of $935.04 towards the fund. Activity on Indigo Radio would begin winding down over the coming months for reasons unknown, but in the midst of all of this, ESP would be formed by Maliki and Lally in October 2020. On October 15th, 2020, ESP's debut album Forever would be released to Spotify, a 7-track project consisting of a wide array of genres ranging from ambient, trap, trance, and baila funk. Following up 2021 with 3 ambient mixes, one for Goddess and one for Odyssey Radio in January and October. Their October edition of Odyssey Radio contained a slowed down version of Evian Christ's Ultra. Then releasing 2 singles, those being AIIA and their biggest single to date, LDM. The single has gone on to be one of their most popular tracks to date, with 27,000 plays on SoundCloud and 251,000 streams on Spotify as of March 2024. LDM would also have a music video accompanying it on October 15th, 2021, a music video which reinforced the duo's themes of using their natural surroundings as the backdrop as they are on the search for a mysterious package, also blending it with flashy tech, sportswear, designer brands, and luxury cars whilst they were at it, adding a similar feel to the materialism often seen in rap music videos. The music video would go on to be their most popular to date, sitting at nearly 14,000 views on YouTube as of March 2024, and was directed by a team of 6 people, which included Maliki and Lally, Zephyr's brother Kalo Maliki, Jansen Pierre, Nick Ventura, and Lauren Davis, aka Kill Lauren, a New York-based creative who's gone on to work with the likes of Young Lean, Evanora Unlimited, Salem, and Snow Strippers, finishing off the year with a remix of LDM by famous ambient producer John Beltran, and a set at Rash NYC alongside Dutch composer and producer Taurus. 2022 would be rather quiet in terms of musical releases, with Frostbite being their only single released that year, but they would make major ground by performing at Drain Gang's 2022 World Tour Afterparty in New York City and get a guest spot on French ambient producer Malibu's monthly NTS radio show United in Flames.
ESP.
The following year would mark a major push in their musical career, starting off 2023 with a European tour of Sweden, Trance Party in the UK, Switzerland, Belgium, and Holland, also gaining the opening spot on Year One's Rift 2 mixtape that year with their track North, and a release of their newest single, Amber Sun, along with a remix of the track. I say newest single, as in 2024, the duo teased an unnamed track on their Instagram account in February of this year, with an ominous music video on a beach, accompanied by a mixture of jerk and trap production. The music video would be briefly released on the same day, but later wiped off their YouTube channel within hours of its release, with no indication as to why. All we have to go off of is this random video on their page, along with the tagged account Rhythm112358, which may be an alias that they're going under potentially. Despite this, within their 4 years of working together as ESP, the duo shows no signs of stopping anytime soon. Whether they're gracing the decks, the airwaves, or streaming platforms, ESP will continue forever.
ESP.